Yeah. Basically, I'm assuming you know what's been kicking off with the Mandem to a certain degree, right?
Yeah, no thanks to you guys.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you guys haven't told me fucking shit.
So who has? Hasn't James
What do you
told you
think?
stuff?
Tell me.
You haven't heard nothing from James?
Nope.
Okay. That's not what we thought. So T's told you.
I mean,
What?
Sparky did meet with Flippy and tell him.
He told him some petty bullshit, pretty much saying, hey, I'm the leader now, and that's it. And we both know it's kind of more than I'm the leader now, you know?
To be honest, it was what we've been fed back and told about that meeting is Mario and what's her name?
Susie?
No, not Susie.
Lily?
Lily, there we go. Mario and Lily were there, and it wasn't like a serious type meeting, and he wanted to have a second one and kind of hold back on that one because it wasn't how we was hoping the meeting would go. So I think that meeting's been misinterpreted completely.
How do you expect the tone of a meeting to go when you didn't tell someone the tone of the meeting?
Well, I'm assuming he pulled up and it wasn't taken seriously. So obviously I wasn't there. I'm just going off what I've heard. Either way, it doesn't really change much.
I mean, man doesn't have no respect for Hydra, so, I mean, that's okay.
You don't think we have no respect for Hydra?
Sparky obviously doesn't.
Why would you think that?
I mean, you've just told me that it wasn't a serious meeting. That's his outcome of it, right?
Well, no, he felt like you guys didn't take it seriously. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Miguel. I feel like you're trying to push it in a narrative which fits with what I'm gonna follow up with, or what's going on
I
with the
wasn't
lab.
there. Oh, I gave the lab to T.
So why have you done that?
He said it's his lab, so I gave it to him.
It doesn't line up, Miguel.
You know what doesn't line up? The fact that we sat for 4 days trying to find the people that tried to steal the lab. And I was there for you guys every step of the way. Shit happens and there's zero communication. I hear from Tommy T what happens.
You gotta understand, we need time, bro. Like, we don't know what's going on.
Time.
It's still kicking off, bro.
It takes 2 seconds to update me.
And
Didn't know you were in the Mandem, to be honest.
Like,
oh, well then you don't need to worry about the lab because it ain't the Mandems no more.
it doesn't.
The lab
make
was
sense.
a shared lab between Mandem and Hydra. Of course, both of us were going to be involved in the lead up to the lab.
And you know
Doesn't mean
full
we're going
well
to tell
T
you every
had.
single detail of the gang.
You know full well T had no involvement with that lab. You sat at the meeting when we were discussing the lab, down by a tuna shop, and you saw how uninterested he was. You know he had no involvement.
I also seen how much of a pussy you were that opened my eyes.
Okay, tell me why.
You were sitting there quivering.
Bro, yeah, you know that's not
again.
true. You know that's not true.
What do you mean it's not true?
I know you don't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, bro.
Is fucking Steve and James.
Okay. Sure. I know you don't believe that. You're just saying words.
Huh? You want me to actually tell you the truth?
I would love to hear the truth, Miguel.
You know that phone call that I had with Tommy when I was there with you guys? You know what he asked me? He asked me straight up. He said, should I leave? I was like, nah. I was like, you shouldn't leave. I was like, what you should do is you should step down and let someone else take the reins and you move to the side and be like an OG or like a founding member, right? Someone that's respected within the crew.
Hmm.
And you know what his response was?
What was that?
He said, fuck that. These guys already got murked by the Saints and ruined their reputation. I'm just going to get rid of them all.
He didn't do that, did he?
Nope.
And to be honest, I wish he did. Bro, like,
and
the way he's taking this is probably
Sparky shot him. And Patar's robbing him.
There's more context to that. There's a lot more context to that. Listen, I ain't here to air out the whole of Mandem's business, bro. But I don't know. I don't feel like this is you, bro. I don't understand why you've done all of this. You know how little involvement T had with that lab. You know how he's moving. You know that was a chess piece. You handed him a piece.
Yeah.
Like, are you telling me you're going to have no involvement with that lab still, or?
I mean, you know yourself, we haven't cooked it in a long time, so.
It's just a bit funny because I can't remember the last time you phoned me up and updated me on Hydra's business. Would you expect us to do the same to you?
I'm not the gang that's imploding.
I don't see what relevance that is, to be honest with you.
It's very, very relevant. Your gang is literally shit on its head. Mine's far from it.
And you know as well, bro, in a situation where we are having issues and internal issues, like the worst thing to do is air out to the city everything, bro. You know that's a bad look. But bro, we have to have time to think about what we're gonna tell people. Like, you know that. It makes us look weak, bro. Like, and we both know that. So just going about and telling everyone different stories isn't the right thing. We were gonna sit on it for a couple of days and then let you know, like we tried to do with Flippy. And it isn't our fault that he brought two people that didn't take it serious.
You say you were trying to tell Flippy, but you go there, and then when you leave that meeting, you hear that it wasn't a serious meeting. If you really cared about like getting your opinion across or talking about it, then why not ask for talk on the side?
Listen, I wasn't there. I didn't have that meeting, but what I've been told is they didn't take it serious. He wanted to have another meeting, but he was letting it just chill for a minute. But I'm going to be honest, I don't think anyone expected for you, man, to be moving like this. Like, I genuinely don't understand. I thought we had a good relationship with you.
We have a good relationship with you two.
So the bigger picture, the reason you've done this is because of Sparky. You don't like Sparky and leadership.
I've never fucked with Sparky.
See, that hasn't been communicated, bro. Like,
I've told you since day I haven't. I told you the last time I was at war with you guys, I purposely went for him.
I don't recall that.
I said this to you.
I don't know why we couldn't have just had a conversation.
I mean, we're having a conversation.
Before you did it.
I can still get it back.
I don't know if you can.
I can.
So where do we go from there?
That's your choice.
It isn't my choice.
My business.
It's completely in your hands. Like you said, you can get it back. That ain't me.
I mean, I'll talk to Flippy, see what he wants to do.
Why don't you bring him here? He's about.
Why don't you call him? I ain't your fucking bitch. If you want to talk to him, you can bring him here.
Say less. I'll bring him here.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, Flippy. I'm with Miguel at the moment speaking about the lab. You able to pull up?
Is it, what's it about? Is it important?
Well, you guys have given the lab to T, so yeah, it's kind of important.
Wait, say again?
You guys have given the lab to T, so it's kind of important, yeah.
Where are you at?
Observatory.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'll see you. It's spicy. It's spicy. It's spicy. I'm gonna let him cook in silence for a bit, and I'm gonna eat my food. Oh, bro. I probably should have waited for the rest of the boys, but I feel like it's spicier doing this. So how hard you been anyway?
Yeah, good. Everyone's coming around more.
Love to hear that.
Yes, sir.
So be honest with me, Miguel. Is it more that we didn't tell you our business straight away, or is it the fact you don't like Sparky?
It's kind of both. My personal beef isn't going to, you know, skew the relationship. The only reason why it's even contemplated not fully fucking you guys is because of you and Steve, to be honest.
Hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Like, I feel like after everything that happened of recent, especially, you would want to keep the relationship.
The relationship with who?
Between the two gangs with the lab. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I mean, to be honest with you, it was more of a, like, it benefited you guys more than us.
What do you mean by that?
You guys had our protection.
At the same time, you got into that deal for free, no?
No,
You paid into
we
that?
paid into it.
Okay. Oh yeah, you bought ballers out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't know, Miguel.
What?
Ah. I didn't realize you felt like this way for us. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't feel that way for you two.
Yeah, but you know it directly affects us.
Yeah, and that's why I'm having this conversation.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Might be begging for it. Bro, I don't care about the lab in the slightest. Bro, just, the lab's gone in.
Yeah,
It
otherwise,
just doesn't
I'd
make
just fucking
sense
say,
for
go
Matt
fuck
not to
yourselves,
care.
and if you want to do something about it, do something about it, you know?
Yeah, you know we don't operate like that though.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Flippy.
What's going on?
Chilling. He made me aware that it's his lab yesterday. I've been speaking to Miguel and trying to understand what's actually going on. And just trying to hear your side, to be honest, and where you stand with it all.
Let me talk to
it's-
Miguel for a sec.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hmm.
Do you know how much mental strength it took me when he said me and James were the only ones with a backbone?
Hmm.
I wanted to pull a knife and say, "Here's fucking backbone," and stab him then and there. Can't lie. Had to stop myself. It's fine though.
Yeah. You wanted us to buy it on that comment though. Because
Yep.
if we buy it, it's very easy to go, yeah, you're not having the meth lab. I feel like he feels a lot worse us walking away from this and being like,
No,
yeah,
I
you
know.
wronged us here and we cared about you and we cared about the relationship.
Mm-hmm. I know.
His story switched up. His first initial story of you not telling us.
What did Flippy say when you called him? What was his words when you said about giving the lab to T?
I don't know.
Because you had to repeat yourself.
He said, "What do you mean? Like, what's the business?"
I don't.
And he was
I
asking
don't
me if it
think
was
Miguel
important.
told Flippy. I don't think Miguel told Flippy. Because you having to repeat yourself, almost like he didn't know about it, and now he's sidebarring with Miguel. I don't think they knew about it. I think Miguel done this himself. Which may play into our hand, but I don't think so.
Flippy's gonna push whatever narrative
Yeah,
Miguel wants.
he's gonna back Miguel 100%, but I just don't think he told him.
Shouldn't he have the command? Bro, Matt doesn't know about like she having anything to do with Hydra. He just knows he's got the key. But is a
Just so you're
plausible
aware,
situation?
Keo's around, and he didn't come with Flippy, so he could be on the fucking hills or anything. So if
Yeah.
anything kicks off, just be aware Keo is about.
I'd much rather walk away from this meeting not doing anything.
No, I know.
Because it's more of a
I'm
mind game.
making the variables
yeah,
known
yeah.
that if something does happen that's beyond their like
Yeah.
control, it's not just them two awake.
Yeah. Noted.
All right. So what's going on? What is it? What's your guys' issue? Or what's going on?
I was hoping you could enlighten me, to be honest.
Enlightening you with what?
What's going on with the key?
I already told you.
Yeah. So
What did Miguel say?
Miguel said he gave it to T because he was unhappy the fact we didn't tell you our internal issues straight away. And we brought up the point. I'm gonna be honest, none of you man ain't telling us your Hydra issues, if you have any, or what's going on with you guys internally, so that point's kind of invalid.
No, it's not. You're just dumb as fuck if you think that's invalid.
Do you think we should be telling you all our business straight away? We both know.
Brother,
We both know us
it
going
is not
around.
just business, is it?
We know us going around to every gangs telling everyone our problems makes us look weak. We wanted a couple days to process
I
it
know
before
you
we
look
told
weak, bro.
people.
You got fucking bitched by the Saints twice.
Okay, it doesn't change the fact
So
we don't want to air out everything
our
we
leader
have.
stepped on, we're in fucking imploding. Is not really looking weak. We're talking about gang business.
I'm gonna be honest, Miguel. Like, I hear how you can be upset, but completely trying to break off the relationship between the two gangs because you didn't give us time to breathe or even process it. Like, it's an invalid reasoning. I genuinely understand more if you ran with the I don't like Sparky's your leadership, and we don't want to be in partnership
I'm just
anymore.
saying, if I'm in a partnership with someone with my only valuable asset, my gang's imploding, my leader's left, I'm gonna at least give them a heads up and say, yo, because the last thing that we talked about was putting it in UK oil.
Exactly, and we tried to tell you, like, we tried to tell you. Exactly. So, Flippy, tell me your side of the story with the whole conversation with Sparky.
Okay, I'm so confused how this conversation I have with Sparky means anything, bro. This guy told me, yo, let's link up. I said, okay, sure. We meet up and he says, hey, I'm just here to let you know that I'm leading the gang from now on. That's all he told me. He told me nothing.
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't
So
even...
my understanding of that conversation, he wanted to tell you more, but correct me if I'm wrong, Mario and Lily were there, and he said it wasn't like a serious meeting, and he wanted it to be more one-on-one, so he was going to speak to you again. Like, I wasn't there, I couldn't tell you, but it's not like we
was
weren't
there, first off, and second, if it's supposed to be a serious meeting, why the fuck does he not say that, or why does he not tell me to come alone or something?
Yeah, it sounds like a misunderstanding, but from like both sides, but either way, we were trying to tell you what was going on, but you man are trying to break off any relationship we had between the two gangs over something petty.
Brother, if I ever am trying to have an important meeting with someone, hey, it's an important meeting, maybe you should come alone, or maybe you shouldn't come with someone, or maybe something like. If someone just tells me that they want to have a meeting and they're just gonna let me know that the fucking leader stepped down, like how, like, bro, can he like tell me more? How is that miscommunication on my end?
No, yeah, on both ends.
Huh?
Bro, you say both ends. How? What is there?
Okay, fair enough.
What's the
Fair enough. Yeah,
between
no,
us?
you're right. You're right. A miscommunication on Mandem's end, but it doesn't change the fact like, it's such a minor thing, and you guys are trying to step away from a deal that, you know, I mean, you're stealing from us, and you know that.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, like, we had a discussion between a few of us about the steps of what we do because of what happened, and I told Sparky that we should tell you lot everything and be 100% truthful about the whole situation. He came back to me after the meeting and said, he was going to have a meeting with you two again to go through everything. Why that didn't happen, I don't know. Probably because of what the fuck's been going on the past few days. Gtar is in the ICU and may be dying. Winston's in the ICU, unsure of his condition. Shit's a fucking mess right now.
Why is Winston nice to you?
Over the same shit as Gtar yesterday.
What happened?
T got his hands on Gtar. Ended up dumping him up north. Gave us a riddle to find him. It took us a while to find him, and by the time we got to him, he was in a bad state. No pulse, no vitals. Doctors managed to get his vitals back, but he's in the ICU, and they've told us
He's gonna ask for
50-50
Winston,
chance he
bro.
survives. Winston, I'm not sure how he's in the ICU. Last I saw him, he was fine, and then I went to sleep. I heard today he was in the ICU. I'm not entirely sure of that situation.
Damn.
I've only been awake an hour, and until 20 minutes ago, I was the only one awake. So
That's crazy. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I know what happened.
okay.
I don't know, man. Rumor is one of you on boys shot him. So are you guys lying to me now?
Yeah, he was shot, but he was fine. That's what I'm saying. I shot him.
Oh.
Wait. So ask me. Let me ask you this question, now, boys. Ready?
Go on.
You want me to leave you guys with the key when you're having internal beef and shooting each other?
We don't want to leave. We don't want the key. That's why we never asked for the key back. We were happy with you holding the key. The issue is it was given to T.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to walk away from this conversation with a key. I just want it back in your possession, Miguel.
The key was brought up the past few days, and I said, Miguel has it. It's safe. It's fine. We're not in a position to be using that lab. We're not looking for the key back. The issue is it was handed over to T.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling to understand the reasoning behind it.
I mean, the truth be told is, I'm not going to tell you the full reason, right? You know, I think we've made it very clear that we're withholding information from each other. So, you know, there's some things that I just can't say either.
I felt like withholding information about something, the internal gang conflict and the lab
Internal
stuff
gang
is,
conflict could also fuck up a lot of shit, Matt. Imagine you have unhappy people in your gang, right? Imagine in a month's time we go back to work and relationship, and then that key goes missing, and a member goes missing.
music. Sorry, let me sort it.
Get what I'm saying?
100%, but you know full well that not everyone has access to that key.
Brother, just because they can't go pick it up when they want doesn't mean they can't get their hands on it.
I mean, you say not everyone has access, but to be fair, even though because the outcome isn't like that, doesn't mean people who had access don't necessarily, wouldn't backstab you guys or whatever. I mean, for example, Tommy is gone. Clearly, there's some kind of issues with Patar. I mean, Sparky is a leader. Like, what if Patar? Listen, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but Patar for some reason isn't leading your gang when he was pretty much leading it for the past, I don't know, year or whatever happened. So all of a sudden he's not the leader. What if he got butthurt, took the damn key, and dipped on you guys? And we didn't know any of this.
So that's the logic behind it, giving it to T.
You're so stuck up. You're so stuck on this logic behind giving it to T that you're not hearing.
Oh no, I completely couldn't agree more, Miguel and Flippy, but it doesn't make sense why you're giving it to T. Like, 100% our issues could cause the key to go missing, but how does that have any correlation into you handing the key to T? Surely you handing it to T is throwing the key away full stop. Like, isn't that worse? Like, your reasoning for giving it to T and saying you have no involvement in the lab anymore is because you said you don't use it. And if you don't use it and you don't care about it, why are you pulling it away from us if you're scared of us losing it? It doesn't add up. Unless you're still going to be in the... I've lost my speech! I was on a roll! Fuming, bro. From pop, this wasn't a pop, it was a restart, bro.